Hey there guys, Jared here. Welcome to the training, the battle plan training on our battle plan method. Exactly how our clients are adding 5K clients every single week using our methodology around the battle plan. And I'm really excited to run this training because number one, we're going to be sharing with you exactly what our sales agency does and how we go about closing high ticket products every day, and exactly how you can go about finding the clients that are going to pay you anywhere from $5,000 right through to $100,000 plus, utilizing the social media platforms. So really excited for this training, and we're going to get stuck straight into it as well. First of all, welcome. So tonight's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be really super quick because I really just want to be straight to the point with you guys. I'm going to pack it with as much value as possible. To fit in as much value as possible, we're going to move quite quickly through this, so make sure that you're focused and ready to go. And we want this to be interactive as well, so as interactive as possible anyway, because you'll get more from this experience if you do interact a lot more as well. And really, more importantly, who's ready? Just type into the chat box, I am ready, and let's get stuck into it. Yes, Kev, you're ready. Awesome. Joe, ready. Awesome. Wonderful, guys. Fantastic. So, really, what I want to do is I want to help more online entrepreneurs create more income, impact, and freedom around what they do. Give them the time to be able to do the things that they love while scaling their business with no bullshit. I want to show you a specific formula today that will actually help you add an additional 25K to your business over the next 28 days. As a bare minimum, if done correctly, and depending on your current state of your business, where you're at, things like that, naturally as well. And this is the same formula we've used to do approximately $140,000 in sales in the first 3 months of our business, just launching from no product, no business, no lists, anything like that. And at the end of this webinar as well, you will get, some of you will get to work with us directly or work with me directly, and it isn't going to cost you a cent at all. So your business right now, let's take a look at it. So who do you currently work with? Who do you work with right now in your business? Who are the types of clients, the most ideal clients, the people that are already paying you the most so far? Secondly, what is your monthly income? What are you turning over at the moment? Are you turning over 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 100,000 a month? What is it? What are you turning over right now? How many hours do you work in your business at the moment? Do you work every single day, 50, 60-hour weeks, 70-hour weeks? What do you do? How many hours do you work at the moment? How much would you like to earn? Well, let's rephrase that. We've got here monthly income, what you're earning at the moment. What would you really like to earn at the moment? How many hours would you like to work to earn it? So would you like to do 20 hours a week to be able to generate $100,000 a month? Would you like to be able to work 30 hours a week, but still have the time to go and see the kids, see the family, things like that? What would you like to do? How many hours would you like to work to earn that? Now, what's the biggest thing holding you back from achieving that right now? What is the biggest thing in your business right now? Is it better quality leads? Is it being able to find those clients that pay you a lot more? Is it being able to physically close those people? Because let's face it, the high ticket space at the moment, there's a lot of people doing it, and it seems so much easier than what a lot harder than what a lot of people are teaching at the moment. And this is why you need proper processes in around marketing, in around sales. And if you don't have people there as helping and assisting you with even sales, get someone who is an expert at it and give them some sort of access to your business and income so they can start scaling things, and they've got a good rock solid incentive to be able to sell your product as well. So what's the biggest thing holding you back from achieving your goal right now? Awesome. So let's get stuck into it. So what will we actually cover today? So we'll go through how to discover who you should be working with. Not who you are working with right now, but how to discover who you should be working with that are going to pay you these tickets of $5,000 to $100,000 a month to be able to work with you. Now, how do you become the actual go-to person in the marketplace and have people chasing you? Now, have you ever wondered how like chiropractics, doctors, people like that have lines out the door, and it's so challenging sometimes to be able to get uh, an appointment with them. Now, I'm going to go through that in today's webinar, how you can do it too, because it's possible for other businesses to be able to do that as well. How do you predictively convert people coming to you into paying clients? Even if you're charging $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $100,000, how do you go about doing that? There's some biggest mistakes that business owners go through with relation to this. And this is exactly what we've done from over $253 million worth of sales so far for us and our clients. I'm going to go through that formula and how we go about doing it within the battle plan method as well. Then how to scale a seven-figure business, make a bigger impact, and have more time and freedom on your end, which sounds pretty darn cool. Now, this is just a thought. Just imagine if you had a seven-figure business. Just imagine that. And it works purely with clients that are paying you $5,000 to $100,000 for your services at a time. How would that actually make you feel? I could imagine the answer would be, heck yeah, it'd make me feel pretty freaking good, right? So if you had a seven-figure business works purely with clients that pay you $5,000 to $100,000 for your services, mate, you'd be set. If they're paying you that sort of money, really, let's look at it. If they're a $100,000 client, that's only 10 clients. If they were $50,000 clients, that's only 20 clients. If they were $25,000 clients, that would be 4, 8, 12, about 40 clients approximately. So really, you're not looking for huge sums of clients in order to grow your business. However, it's just going about how would you go about doing that, and that's what we're going to cover on today's webinar. So just remember, this is a great quote by Bill Gates as well. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Now, just think about that for a moment. Success is a lousy teacher. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Well, it's so true, so true. Over $253 million worth of sales made, there's probably 4 times that for us and our clients in mistakes, which would say that that's well over $1 billion worth of mistakes. If only I had more people telling me and teaching me on how to do things so I could learn from their mistakes. And because let's face it, the successes are a lousy teacher, but I can teach you the successes as well as the losses over the time. So let's first of all look at how or who you should be working with. If you're actually watching the recording, because this is a recorded webinar as well, just go through and just pause it as we go through this. So who should you be working with? Who do you like dealing with at the moment within your business? So if you've got a business at the moment, no doubt, you've got clients, you've got painful clients, you've got awesome clients. The awesome clients you barely even hear of, they just get out, they take action, they call you when they need something, things like that. If they're your ideal clients, the ones that are paying you good money, but also in addition to that, they're just continuing to, just come back, use your services, things like that. If you really like dealing with these clients, just think of whoever that ideal client is for you right now. Get a picture of them in your mind. Just imagine them in your mind right now, exactly who these clients are. Now think of it. Are they male? Are they female? What age bracket are they? When you look at, say, 4, maybe 5 of those ideal clients as well, what's the age bracket? Just put a 10-year age bracket on it as well, which is really important from a marketing perspective. Then what you want to do is you want to think about what are their 5 biggest frustrations. Is it the fact that they can't generate leads? Is it the fact that they can't find high-paying clients? Is it the fact that their ads are constantly, Facebook ads are constantly disapproving and they can't get them approved? Is it the fact that their payment plans and things like that aren't getting paid on time? What are their biggest frustrations at the moment that they're going through that you can help assist these people with? So when you look at it, who are you like dealing with? Who's your ideal client? Are they male? Are they female? 10-year age bracket? What's their 5 biggest frustrations? What's their 5 biggest fears at the moment? If they go and change things, what are their 5 biggest fears that they have right now that they can change Or what are their 5 biggest fears at the moment with relation to scaling their business? Is the fact that they can't find reliable staff? Is it the fact that the salespeople that they're bringing on board at the moment, they just keep firing, they're not a right fit, things like that for the company? Culturally, what are the 5 biggest fears at the moment? What's the 5 biggest desires? The biggest desires around, having a business that runs without them, having a rock solid sales team that take care of all the sales for them. What are their biggest desires at the moment that they're looking to achieve? Their 5 biggest dreams. What would be the dream life? Would it be them living in Bali? Would it be them living overseas, traveling the world, just having the family, big house, cars, whatever it is? What are their 5 biggest dreams that they're wanting to have over the next 5 years? And now, what are 5 people they follow? Do they follow people like Grant Cardone, Tai Lopez? Who do they follow online? Who are big influencers that they follow as well? All really important part of really working out who it is that you should be working with. Any questions about that, feel free to just comment into the thread, guys, with any questions you have with relation to what we've just spoken about. Really, the whole idea of this webinar is just jot it all down as I go. Note down some little aspects, and you can do it straight afterwards. Just remember, if you do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. That's by Tony Robbins. Another one that I absolutely love. If you do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. You'll always get the same results. And really what it's about is about what can you do differently today in order to get the results. Now, how do you go about becoming the go-to person in the marketplace? Well, number one, it's about niching. Now, so many people are speaking about niching, like I should be focusing on one specific person. Well, that's not the case. Niching is one point. So niching down industry specific and providing the services to that particular industry, like cafes, restaurants, the transport industry, the coaching industry, the finance industry, the broking industry. What's the niche? Now, that's one thing you can do. You can actually go and you can niche down into a specific industry. However, what you can also do is you can niche down to a specific problem. So what is it? High ticket clients, how to get high ticket clients, how to close high ticket clients. That's a problem, right, that you're solving as part of it. Then what you want to do is you want to provide free content, and you want a rock solid offer on the back end. Now, what too many people do is they just go straight for the kill. They don't go and warm audiences up, let people know who they are, how they solve problems, and give them that free content. They're worried about giving away IP. We give away everything that we could possibly do to be able to help add as much value to a marketplace as we can. So let me just show you exactly what it would look like in terms of the content strategies and so on we use here at Business Warriors. Now, what our clients do is we use a 5-4-3 video strategy that we utilize. And this right here will give you that understanding on sort of how it all works. And I'm just waiting for my thing to catch up with me. There we go. Awesome. So this is how it works, guys. So 5 videos on the front end. Any of you that know me know that I am freaking awesome at drawing with this thing. So the whole strategy on the top end is creating videos that are between 2. Just move this out of the way. 2 to 3 minute videos. Now, what these are doing is they're talking about the problems or the frustrations or the fears that your clients have. So around, it could be things like lead generation, sales, automation, how to go from more of a business model where it's all you doing all the delivery and everything, right through to you being able to leverage your services, put your IP and trademark your IP, things like that. So these 2 to 3 minute videos on the front end, what the ideal with this is, we want to build audiences of people that have seen a bare minimum of 25% of these videos. Okay. Then from there, what we want to do is we want to have some more advanced trainings. Cool. Now on these trainings, these ones will go for that 5 to 7 minutes. And they'll be more of an advanced training over and above these particular trainings. So these ones here go for 2 to 3 minutes. And then people that have watched 25% of these videos will actually get access then, or the releasement of the 5 to 7 minute videos on the back end there as well, that people can use to access. Now, speaking about very specific problems on these and more advanced trainings about how to overcome a lot of the problems, challenges, things like that your clients are going through, is really, really important to be able to do in a more advanced way on these particular trainings. When you're doing any video content, it's about giving like a huge promise at the start and then delivering it in a certain way. Why are you talking about it? What is it specifically? And then how do you go about implementing this particular strategy and overcoming this problem, whatever that is, and then having a call to action of some sort as well, with a lot of video sales letters. And that's what we'll do on the back end, is that call to action. But really at this stage, what we're doing is we're building audiences of people that know who you are, like you, trust you, things like that. So on the front end, 2 to 3 minutes, 25%, anyone watching 25% of these videos will then get access to the next version of it as well. And then from there, once they've watched 25% of these 5 to 7 minute ones as well, then what we'll do is we'll release 3 additional trainings to them. Now, these last 3 are your testimonials, case studies, a little bit about you, what you do, how you help your clients, things like that. And it could even be company stories, company backgrounds, things like that. So people can get more of a connection with you, who you are as a person, what you do, how you help your clients, things like that. And then having testimonials there as living proof, case studies as living proof that what you do works. It's not just something that just gets sort of made up, something that gets, oh, this is how we do things or whatever. It's something that actually shows that you get results for your clients as well. So this is the strategy. This is how the strategy works from a video perspective. Then on the back end, what you've got is you've got your offer. Now, your offer can be one of a few of our strategies. You can run a online or an in-person event like we do. So we've got this event here. A lot of you are retargeted for this. Then from there, it could be a live event, so an in-person type event. It could be direct to appointment funnel, appointment strategy session, where you can go through and you can help your clients overcome certain challenges, whatever it is, blah, blah, blah. Or it could just be an application direct to your event, your high ticket offer, whatever that is. And then that's exactly how this process works. That's how you go about doing it. Now, let's keep going with things. So basically, the last point, how do you predictably close more sales in 3 simple steps? Once you've gone through, you've generated the leads, things like that. You've got people now that are coming to you, wanting to chat, wanting to see how you can help them further. Really what you need to do is you need to go through this 3-step sales strategy, which is part of our battle plan methodology, which also I call our strategic influencing sales process. And within this particular process, the first step 1 process is the discovery. So really important to take control of the call. So when you're jumping on a call with a client, taking control of it. Hey, it's Jared calling from Business Warriors. I've got 45 minutes on this call. What I want to do is I want to go through and ask you some questions just to get a better understanding as to how I can help you out. If you feel that you want to take me in a different direction throughout the call, also feel free to ask and let me know as we're going through the call. But basically what I'll do is I'll ask you some questions. So take control and start going through the process. Set the tone on how the call's going to work. Then what you want to do is you want to go through a strategic questioning process. So you want to know about the person. If you're doing B2B type stuff, you want to know what the business is, how they help their clients, what results they get from their clients. You want to know how many staff they work with, how many leads they generate, how many sales, what's their annual revenue, that type of stuff. So going through a strategic process where you're asking strategic questions so you get an understanding on what the person is all about that you're speaking with. You want to also know other things too, like if you're speaking B2C, you want to go, okay, what's this person do for work? How long have they been there? What's their main background? What industry? Do they enjoy their job? Have they got kids? Have they got a family? What's their annual income? You want to know all these things if you're speaking B2C, so you can get an understanding as to where they're at right now, so you can figure out if you can actually help them. Because if you can't, there's no point continuing the call. So you've got to go through that strategic process so you get an understanding on who this person is and what they're about. Then what you want to do is you want to actively listen back to them. So people like to be heard. They like to know who you are. And really, you want to go through this active listening process so you get an understanding on who they are. Repeat back everything that they've just said to you through the strategic questioning process, and then say to them, look, are we on the same page? Have I got a full understanding as to where you're at right now? Yes, no. And if there's anything else, you want to go through and add that as well. But really, the whole strategic questioning process, you should have everything in front of you by then. Then what you want to do is you want to go through a pain application process. So you said that you were here, you were looking at doing this, 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 and this. What's the number one reason why you jumped on the call with me today? And then from there, what they're going to do is they're going to sell to you why they jumped on the call, and they'll tell you about their pain points, what it is that they're looking to learn, things like that, the challenges that they're going through right now. So it's about amplifying that pain. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go over the next 12 months? If we were having this conversation in 12 months' time from today, what would be an ideal life for you? What would be the number one thing that you'd want to achieve? If we were chatting 12 months from now, where would you be at? What would be happening for you in your life, personally, professionally? Then from there, step 2, we want to go through the value. How are you going to be able to basically just predict the value throughout this? You want to go through and just give these people. So now you have a full understanding as to where they are. You know their pains. You know where they want to go over the next 12 months. You want to give them some value and put a plan together. And just say, look, well, you've told me over the call that this, and this has gone wrong. This is where you're at right now in revenue. This is where you want to go revenue-wise. This is the type of job that you want to go for. This is sort of where you want to go over the next 12 months, whatever that is. So really, first thing what we need to do is we need to organize working on your marketing, for example. Within that, what I'm going to suggest is that we set up a funnel that is able to filter appointments directly into your calendar, utilizing our webinar strategy, for example, our online training methodology. And then from there, basically what it will be is initial page through to book a call. If they don't book a call, they jump on the webinar, and then they book a call in with our team to see if we can help them, if we can manage all of their sales for them and help them grow their business. Whatever that is, right? Like this is the value section. So that's the first point we work on. Then the second point we'll work on for you is that we'll go over your sales processes, your sales systems, things like that. We'll go through and help you change, modify, add various different aspects of this side of things so that we can help you scale a business. You got plenty of leads coming in now. Now it's like, cool, we'll take care of all the sales and everything for you so you can start growing your business. Then number 3, it's like what we'll do then is we'll work on, so once you've got leads, sales coming in, and you've hit that 50 grand a month that you're looking to do, then what we'll do is we will work on automating aspects of your business for your delivery side of things, whatever that is. You guys get the point. It's like a 3-step value ladder as to how you can go about putting a plan together, what the plan is of them working with you, you helping them out through this process that they're going through. So going through that 3-step value ladder. Then you want to give, that's the more specific advice through that value ladder as well that you actually provide. People want to know that you have done it before as well. So they want to know that you can help. If you're getting this far into the call where you work out you can help them out, you know where they are right now, you know where they want to go, you know what their biggest challenges are right now, everything. Now, you go through and you go, okay, I've done this before. I know where you are. This is exactly what you need to do. Give people and instill people that confidence that you can do that. This process is super powerful. Then from step 3, it's like getting to the close. So you want to value stack your services. You know, it's worth 15 grand to be able to work with us. And then basically when you get to a point within the conversation, you'll give them what we call an exclusive bonus or an action takers bonus. So if they were to get started on the very first call with you, you'll do it for $5,000 or you'll do it for $7,500 or whatever. And you want to value stack what the value is put together for the program and then price drop it. It's $7.5 grand to be able to get started. However, if you got started today, what you'd be looking at is $6 grand, right? So you save yourself $1,500. Really important to be able to follow this process within the close. Now, Jo Botting actually did this and she did 25K in 2 weeks just by utilizing this particular process. Another client of ours, Marius, just did $110,000 in sales using this very specific process as well, just recently before I was jumping on this webinar. And also another client of ours, Amy, she 4x'd her business over 12 months using this exact same methodology. So all of these, we've done case studies. They're on our Facebook page. You can check them out. They're also on our YouTube. And at the end of the day, it's about where are you at within this particular process? What is it for you? What are you going to go and do and achieve to be able to get results just like Jo, Marius, and Amy? Now, how do you go about creating the leverageable, scalable business model in 3 main steps as well? So really what it's all about is having a high ticket offer. Now, why would you actually have one? It's extremely valuable to a client, a high ticket offer. So much more additional support, helps solve problems of theirs, creates lasting change as well. Also provides a world-class experience, and you can work with less people. However, you work with people who are of higher quality, more committed to change and serve them really, really well. Okay, so other huge aspects. When you look at the cost per acquisition with a lot of marketing campaigns that a lot of marketers won't tell you about, is that you'll look at from anywhere from $200 right through to $450, $500 cost per acquisition. If you look at car dealerships, it usually costs them about $280 to get someone in. That's whether they're just looking, just shopping, whatever it is, in early sort of looking around for cars or whatever it is in car dealership land, that's what you're looking at. In addition to that, the cost per acquisition for a car dealership is like on average, industry average is about $1,100. In the online world, within coaching industries, high ticket industries, a lot of other ones, you'd be looking at between $200 to $450 cost per acquisition, which is building pipelines for the future. But also what it's doing is it's building sales, follow-up processes, things like that within it as well. Because it's very important when you're dealing with internet leads that you're calling them straight away. Like as soon as they're generated, you call them straight away without fail. That you are constantly calling them every single month to be able to touch base with them again and see how they're going and follow up. You must have multiple different follow-up strategies with online leads as well. Email, messenger bot, physically call across to them as well, but also for different things each time. People like options. People like to create relationships with people. When they're ready to do something, you can have that sales conversation with them again from a follow-up perspective. 30% of your appointments that you're booking as a bare minimum for a high ticket offer will close into sales using these methodologies, guaranteed. And over and above that, the rest of the 70% will take 2-3 calls. They might even take between 5 to 12 touch points. I've even seen over 130 touch points before someone even gave you $10,000 for your service. And at the end of the day, guys, that's okay. You've just got to have a sales team in place to be able to give yourself leverage as the business owner. You've got to have a process in place for you to do it if you're a one-man band as well. And if you're looking to scale, high ticket offers is where it's at, because when you're looking from $200 to $450 cost per acquisition of one client, if you're selling a $10,000 service, highly, highly profitable, enables you to scale really, really quick. And it's the exact same, because it's not as if you're like car dealerships that have like an industry standard of like $1,100 cost per acquisition. $200 to $450 is cheap, especially when you're scaling high ticket offers as well. Really, it's important as well to minimize your offerings too. So instead of trying to be everything to everyone and spreading yourself too thin, focus on making at least 1 to 2 core programs and make them really world class. 1 to 2 programs, 1 to 2 online programs, 1 to 2 main high ticket services that and just making those world class. But cover them under the same brand, just give them different offerings, different touch points. Now, with these, you want to create great results through the program and actually build a killer brand around what you do. And you want to be known as the specialist who gets results. You don't want to be the GP, the guy that goes and serves absolutely everyone and is so booked out during the day, just doing just small offerings that he's like, ugh. Whereas the brain surgeon, he earns 3 times the amount as the GP, but he works half the time. I don't know what you guys would prefer to do, but the GP works pretty hard, and I don't know how often you've gone into the GP and seen him sick, because he's getting run down. Whereas the surgeon, you go and see him, he looks $1 million. He's in the nice suit. He's just chilling on the weekends. He is in his office so relaxed, stress-free, and he's like, I should be right. Let's just do this, 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 and this. Whatever it is. I don't know about you, but I prefer to be the brain surgeon over the GP. The last step is to be able to automate and outsource a lot of the processes around these high ticket offers. You can automate all the delivery as well throughout it through touch points with clients. Using messenger bots and email is really important as well. Outsourcing VAs to be able to take care of appointments, things like that within your calendar, even sales, things like that you can outsource as well. Outsource it to teams that have proven track records as well. The key is to find your zone of genius and what you're really good at. For me, I'm good at selling high ticket products to people. I'm really good at helping scale businesses through high ticket products. That's what I'm best in world at. I'm really good at building sales teams to give businesses leverage. I know how to create the right cultures, the right programs, the right processes in place to be able to scale sales teams and add millions of dollars, which I've done multiple times over the last 13 years. And it's about looking at your zone of genius and what you're really good at, using technology to be able to outsource and then just outsource the rest. So things like Zapier, they're great to be able to automate processes and get systems to speak to each other. Getting VAs in, $1,500, $1,700 a month, you can get yourself a decent VA full time that speaks rock solid good English, and they can come in and they can take care of things like emails, appointment setting, things like that for you as well. Develop systems and processes. They do save time. Map it all out. So if you have one employee leave, you hand the book to the new employee that starts, and they know the systems. So if it's something as simple as being able to follow a process to be able to do invoicing for admin, write down what is the what is the system that you're looking to build. That could be the invoicing of XYZ product to a customer, and then just note down every single step as to how you go about doing that. And what do you do? Do you physically print it out, give it to the customer? Do you print it out? Do you put it in the mail to the customer? Do you print it out, send it to them via email? You have to scan it, whatever. Or do you click, email from the PDF document? And then do you just click send, type in the client's details, add this. This is the pro forma email that you can use. If you've got the whole email printed, or you got the whole email there as well, just pre-done for them, get them to just copy paste, change their name, that's it. Have the whole process mapped out. Makes it so much easier from an onboarding process when you bring on new people. Really important as well with your sales guys. Have that process mapped out so that your sales guys can come in, a new one, and he can go, okay, this is exactly how it works. Beautiful. Any questions, guys, with relation to the webinar so far? Any questions that you've got that you would like to throw at me? If you've got any questions, you can just shoot them to info@businesswarriors.global. Happy to assist. Awesome. So let me ask you a question. Have you enjoyed the webinar? Has it been great? Has it answered questions for you? Has it helped you with relation to next steps that you want to go through and scale your business? What we've covered, we've discovered who you should be working with. We've also discovered how to become the go-to person within our battle plan method, our video retargeting program. How to predictively convert people coming to you into paying clients. How to scale to 7 figures, make a bigger impact, have more time and freedom. So really, who wants to take things to the next level? Go ahead and book a Warrior Scale session with me. https://businesswarriors.youcanbook.me. Book in a session. Let's have a chat. Let's see what we can do to be able to help you out. If you're looking to outsource your sales, you're looking to get someone to take care of all the sales, inbound, outbound leads, things like that, let us take care of that for you. Get our certified closers to be able to, that have been personally trained by me, take care of your sales processes for you. Let us guarantee you over the next 90 days that you can sell your first high ticket offer if you haven't got one yet. If you're just looking to outsource a couple of your sales as well, let's take care of that for you. If you're looking to find clients that can pay $5,000 to $20,000 to $100,000 for your services, let's find them together. Book in a session. What I'll do, I'll help you map out a plan in order to do that. You might be thinking, this isn't for me, Jared. Or you might be thinking, isn't that interesting? Having less stress, creating more money, more impact, freedom. Hey, you're just like the other marketers that I've seen just recently. You might go also wondering, why the hell is this free, Jared? Well, look at it this way. This isn't for me, Jared. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But at the same point in time, let me ask you this. Why did you even jump on the webinar? Because to know and not to do is not to know, in my opinion. And that was said by a mentor as well of mine who does $55 million per year in business revenue across 70 businesses. To know and not to do is not to know. Great analogy. At the same point in time, it's free because I want to help more people. I understand where people are at. I understand that sometimes we just need a little bit of direction in order to get somewhere, to be able to have a proper plan, to have that clarity in place to go, okay, this is the next best steps for me. You spoke about this video strategy, Jared. What would I be best to speak about in these videos? What would my offer be? These types of things. I understand that you're going to want some help to be able to put a lot of this sort of stuff together. At the moment, a lot of guys that don't even jump on the webinar or whatever, they're so busy that they don't know where they're at with things. They don't know where money or cash flow is going in the business, things like that. They might be doing all the sales calls themselves at the moment. Even if that's you're doing all the sales calls for your business. You're doing 20, 30, 40 grand a month at the moment. Plus, you're doing all the sales calls yourself, outsource them. Let our closers take care of that for you. Or at least, no obligation, find out at least what can be done for you from that perspective, what can be outsourced, what we might be able to take over for you, or what we might be able to assist you with over the next 12 months too. Because at the end of the day, having less stress, creating more money, more impact, more freedom, let's leave a proper legacy together. Let's go through, let's achieve more, let's do more, let's fight for our own freedom. Because if we don't fight for it, nobody else will. And this is what it's about. Like, it's about, what are we going to do differently to be able to achieve a different result? So what's that going to look like? And it's free just because I want to help more people. That's it. And our team are the best in the world at sales, scaling high-ticket products, creating high-ticket products, the number one in Australia for that. And we've been leading that for quite a while now. Really, you've got two choices. You can continue doing what you're doing, or you can get the different result. At the end of the day, it's free. There's nothing to lose. So just go ahead, guys, and just book in the call. Secure your Warrior Scale session. Businesswarriors.youcanbook.me. I, myself personally, most of them that get taken on by our team of certified closers and strategists around this, they go through and they will actually help you map out the plans and everything. Our guys have worked with millionaires, people that are scaling 8-figure businesses. They're creating strategies and putting strategies in place, added over 100 grand a month to businesses as well. So these guys are there. They're in the trenches every single day. They're making it happen. So they go through and they take 90% of the calls. I'll take 10% as well, just because I want to hear from you guys and want to have a chat. So if you're seeing this right now, I'm going to take the next 3 people that book in. So go ahead, businesswarriors.youcanbook.me. The quicker you book it in, the more likely you are to jump on and actually get access to me on the call. So go ahead, make that happen, and I'll see you guys really, really soon. Just remember, if you don't fight for your own freedom, no one else will. So get out there, take action, make it happen, guys, and I'll see you on the next webinar, next video. And no doubt, if you're not doing anything now, you'll see my retargeting as well. So whether you guys want to do this or not, you'll see me still. Anyway, fight for your own freedom, make it happen, guys. Get out there, take action, make it happen. Let's go out and let's make an impact. I'll speak with you soon.